did I ask the time or did I ask if you're leaving? Like, please don't talk about the time to me. I don't need to know that. Like, don't give me bad news.
You have said that to me multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm like, Rachel, I gotta go. It's 3 a.m. And then I go like this, and then I have to go anyway.
Jonesy and Ray, just wondering.
Welcome back to Just Wondering podcast, where we will surprise each other with whatever topics come to mind. We literally know nothing.
Nothing.
So buckle up.
We're your hosts. I'm Jones.
And I'm Ray. And Jones, I was just wondering, does current you typically set future you up for success or sabotage?
I would definitely say sabotage. I think there is some success, like school is a success.
Mm-hmm. But like, what about like staying on top of like homework, for example?
Like I watched the entire Twilight and Hunger Games movie series instead of doing any of my homework. Yeah, that set me up for a lot of sabotage, and I still have not done any of that homework. I mean, like the overall concept of school is for success, but how I approach it is definitely sabotage.
Can you think of like the number one best example that you have of sabotaging your future self?
The number one example. Oh, I don't know. Are we going to get this deep? Who's listening to this podcast? Maybe you go first. You tell me first.
Well, I was going to say I don't usually sabotage myself. I really trust that current me is always looking out for future me. My number one example of setting my future self up for success was the one time in my life I stayed in a dorm room with like 20 people in a hostel. I came back home very, very drunk. Like I don't even remember how I got home. It's like I think I walked the wrong direction for a long time and then the right direction.
The good old heel toe express, eh?
Oh, that's right. And in the morning I woke up in just my underwear on the top bunk. Why would I do that to myself? I can't possibly get out of my bed right now because I'm only in my underwear and there's 19 other people in this room right now.
Yeah, that is
what am
sabotage.
I going to do? So I woke up in a panic and I was like, I would have sat up, but I couldn't sit up because I didn't have any clothes on. And I was like, you know what? I would never sabotage myself. I would never do that. My clothes are probably under my pillow. Sure enough, my clothes were under my pillow. And I was like, I knew I would never do that to myself. I knew it. So I put my clothes on and got down from my bunk bed and I was like, all right.
That's so lucky. If I ever did that, there's a 0% chance that my clothes would be under the pillow. I definitely sabotage myself all the time, don't I?
I can think of a way that you sabotage yourself all the time. Every morning you get in your car and you have no gas.
Oh.
Every single morning. And every day you're like, oh, it's okay. I'll just wake up early tomorrow and get gas on the way to work. And every single morning you wake up and you're like, I'm running late again.
I do that more often than I do anything else.
I know.
I mean, like I don't have to get gas every day, but when
every time you need gas, you do that to yourself.
I do it. And I don't know why. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm always in a rush because I wake up the last possible second. There's no extra time. Luckily I haven't had that problem in the last month, but
because you don't go outside.
Yeah. I one time accidentally sabotaged myself though, so bad. I usually do try to set myself up for success in the morning. I will set up my coffee so that and I'll set the timer so that it'll brew in the morning because as people know, coffee is for both of us something that we just need. You are coffee. I think you have coffee in your veins, not blood. So I wake up one morning and I'm just really tired. It's been like a really stressful week. And I get to the kitchen and I didn't put the carafe under the coffee. And I woke up and it was just everywhere. Like you sabotaged my whole day all over the counter because then I was late because then I had to clean it up and then I had to stop to get a coffee because I didn't have any coffee. And then I also probably had to stop for gas because I probably didn't have any gas either.
Probably. Normally, doesn't the carafe have to be in the coffee maker for it to brew coffee? Doesn't it have to like lift up that thing?
Yeah, so it didn't like, I guess like not
it overflowed.
All of it spilled, but yeah, because the water's still going into the thing, so then It didn't
that's
drip
even
out
worse because then the grinds are coming out all over the place.
Yeah, it was like sandy bathwater. I think we both do this sometimes with sabotage, where you accidentally like look at the clock and it's 5 a.m. and you have to wake up in the morning.
Oh, but I always do.
Yeah. But that's sabotage, I think. Yeah, that's not like not.
But also, before I even have like my first drink, if I have to wake up the next day, I always set my alarm for the morning because I always set myself up for success. But I do like very firmly believe if I'm having fun, people should not tell me what time it is. They say, well, yeah, it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, did I ask the time or did I ask if you're leaving? Like, please don't talk about the time to me. I don't need to know that. Like, don't give me bad news.
You have said that to me multiple times.
Yeah.
Like, Rachel, I gotta go. It's 3 a.m. I gotta work at 9. You're like,
did I ask you what time?
And then I go like this, and then I have to go anyway. Because that's how I have to set myself up for success. I've also just been like very bad at mixing water in with my alcohol now that I'm at home all the time. So I have not been setting myself up for the success of not being hungover.
I remember what it was that you don't set yourself up for success with is you don't screw your water bottle lid on properly.
Oh. Yeah, there have been multiple times where I've spilled my full 1 liter Nalgene all over the place
everywhere
because I did not put the lid on properly. No time as bad as when I spilled the full liter of water all over my CEO's feet and then watched her clean it up without helping.
Yeah.
I was like, this has sabotaged my whole career. But I think she actually likes me better now. So.
I think it makes you a relatable person, right?
Yeah, just
like we all screw up.
So yeah, I would say that overall, if you ask this question, I would say that I set my future self up for sabotage and you set your future self up for success. I said super self.
Yeah, I set my super self up for super success.
Yeah, you're right.
Before we go, I just wanted to ask you as well. I was just wondering, what are you drinking right now?
No surprise here. I am currently drinking Miller Lite, my favorite beer.
Yeah.
Sponsor me. This podcast is sponsored by Miller Lite in my dreams. And what are you drinking, Ray?
I am drinking Canuck from Great Lakes Brewery. We got it delivered because we can't go to Etobicoke to the brewery right now. Mm-hmm.
If you are watching this and you live in Toronto, you should order Great Lakes to your house.
We want to hear about whether you guys set your future selves up for success or sabotage. So please get in touch with us. You can follow us on Instagram at just.wondering.podcast, or you can email us at justwonderingpodcast.ray@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.